So Geek hasn't been online a whole lot lately, and it's been a little while since we've had a family meeting, and I've been really missing him. So I thought I would have a little meeting of my own, but it's no fun to just have a meeting by myself, and Geek's the one who makes all the contracts to invite people, so I decided to make a new Geek. As you can see, I have trapped a little guy. I convinced a local family to give me one of their children, and I brought him here, and when he grows up, I am going to use this patented geek head to turn him into my very own geek. And the best thing about it is, I bet he's gonna love all my ideas. We'll probably do everything I want. Come on, little geek, grow up, buddy. Yep, you can do it. Grow up, 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 grow up. Yep, he grew up. All right. Oh boy, time to make my very own geek. Please work. Please become the new geek. Can you do it? Yeah, looking good. We got Geek back. Perfect. I've created a perfect Geek clone. Well, Geek and I probably have a lot of secret plans to start forming, so you guys don't get to see. Ha ha ha. Well, that is my little bitty contribution to the amazing landscape out here at Ricky's place. I did something a little bit different. It wasn't a regular building like the other ones out here. Well, I say regular, but come on. These are all amazing buildings being put in out here. And statues. Statues are buildings. But I thought I'd do something a little different out here, and I put in this little structure / factory, and it's used to make all the tiled deep slate and polished deep slate out here that is used in the many builds, such as statues and roofs. Roofs. There's some. See that tiled deep slate? Told you. And look, even in my build, tiled deep slate. Told ya. Anyway, why don't we take a quick look at this place, and then I'm off to another build. So, as we look around here, we have a pile of polished deep slate that is done and ready to go out. Here we have some piles of tiled deep slate that are being prepared, and some stock of cobbled deep slate. This is the raw state. And from here, they turn it into polished or tiled. And you can see we have this big hunk of stone hanging on here. He's going to lower this baby down and make tiles out of it. So he's the tile guy. Here's one of his finished blocks of tiled deep slate ready to go. And what is this? It's me. Yep, I am over here working the polisher. Yep, I'm spinning that thing around. while it spins the wool wheel around, which polishes the deep slate. Amazing, right? As you can see, it's on a bit of a track there. I thought this would be a kind of cool little thing to build, show how polishing is done out here in Minecraft. And as you can see, it goes down into the floor here. There's a bit of a structure down there that kind of supports it and picks up all the debris that gets knocked down. Look around, there's a little crafting station area and a little work area. There's a non-sus pickle, and there's a bit of a storage basement for stuff. Like here was a pallet of deep slate, it looks like, the cobbled kind, and here's some stuff. There's barrels, and that was a chest when I said a barrel, but this is a barrel. And here's other stuff, barrels, chests, all that cool stuff. And then over here, this is just, the machinery. See how cool it is, how it all works? And finally, the roof up there is a bit of a slanted roof, which is what he has going on out here. All the roofs are slanted, they're not flat. So, there we go. It's a funky little design, but I really like how it turned out. And I think if anything, it helps bring a little life to the town. All right, we got one build done today, and I've got one more to check off the list today back at Fantasy Elven Island. So let's head back there and see what we got.
You wanna be, do what you wanna do, and if it sets you free, believe in only you. Yesterday is gone, forget about tomorrow, and the ceilings you see right through. Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky. There's only one way out, inside a prison view. 10 whispers or a shout, gunpowder if it's true. Smoke before the fire, no one else can slay the dragon sleeping inside of you. Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky. Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
And there it is. I like this version much better. Take a look at that. There we have the compass rose, and that, if it looks familiar to anybody, even though it's a different color and not as detailed, it is the same compass rose from the Spawn build. I believe this was made by Time Architect and Mineless themselves, so credit to them. It's a cool little build, and I threw it up twice in my ocean, but the second placement, I would say, nailed it. And now it looks like it's a real map, like something some sailors put together and drew their fancy compass rose in on. Yep, I'm liking it. I had some rough times with Minecraft this week where the launcher just stopped working for me, so I had to reinstall it and it didn't reinstall and it was just problem after problem, so I lost a couple days and I lost some footage, which no good. You know, we hate losing footage. So I gotta record this little scene again, so we're gonna record it right now, but I'm gonna be showing you the decorations that went in over in the fantasy tower from last episode. I also did a little bit of decorating on cam, which is rare for me because I'm a slow decorator. And of course, that's the footage that got lost, which sucks, but I move on. So let's go take a look at the fantasy design that I put inside of the fantasy tower. I think you guys are really gonna like it. So as the tower comes into view here, you might notice that it's got some more decoration on the outside. It's got some overgrown leafage, bushes around it. And here we can see the other side. A little bit of an idea how it's looking. Something else I did, I've been continuing to work on the tree on top. The canopy of the tree is much bigger now, covers a much larger space, and is starting to really fill in the area in a good way, I would say. Now let's go ahead and hop on inside. Here we have the bottom floor, the entryway to the tower. I wasn't sure what to put down here, and I really like the floor. So the more I started decorating it, the more I was like, you know, I kind of want to leave this floor nice and open and have it as just kind of the entryway, the welcoming lobby to the tower, if you will, with, of course, a magical special trident right there. Yep. And just like the Sword of the Stone, you can't get this one. Haha. But let's go ahead, head up these stairs and take a look at the first floor or second floor. Here we have a little bit of an archway going into the rest of the tower. You want to get anywhere else in this tower, you got to go through my bedroom, because that makes sense, right? But look at this bed. I love this bed. This is my new bed where I sleep most of the time. I no longer sleep down in, well, I do sleep down in the cave still. It just depends what's most convenient, but I do come up here a lot. And then over here, we've got a little bit of a sauna hot springs area, all naturey and overgrown, to go with the naturey overgrown feel inside of this cool little tower I made. And this is a little bit of my storage area. I like this broken up look where everything's not so organized, and cool little barrel hanging from the ceiling, stuff like that. Got a little bit more over here, some stuff I may need, but it's really more about the decoration here and just trying to go with the whole vibe of the place. As you can see, I opened up this wall here and left it open. This is my main way in. I fly in and out of here, so I have quick access to my bed when I need it. Let's head up to the next floor, which this is the floor that really did it for me. This is why I made this whole tower, is because I had this idea that in my head seemed pretty cool, and I think it actually came out pretty dang good. My new enchanting area. Yep, everything's hanging. Everything's kind of broken apart, like nature's reclaimed the area and busted apart the bookshelves and is moving things along. Right? Look at that. Really love this look. And of course, we have this enchanting table. I can't prove it to you right now, but this is a level 30 enchanting table. So there are enough bookshelves within range that make this a max enchanter. That's super nice too, because this is now my main place to enchant. And then of course I got a barrel hanging by a vine with all the enchanting stuff in it that I might need. Over on this route, I put a lot of stuff that might be useful, like we got the crafting table, grindstone, we got an anvil, an alchemy brewing stand thing, some fake storage, and yeah, books, because that's the theme here, right? So we did all that. We've got some hangers. We've got over here a little bit of shelf with books and stuff and just, different things, adding to the decoration. A little bit of a table with a book on it and some places to sit and just hang out, enjoy a view of sky. Yeah, unless we're sitting over here, then we're enjoying a view of the cool bookshelf. Over here I put in a little bit of a fantasy, magical, elven jukebox, which actually works, so awesome. For all those sweet tunes we're going to be playing, really it's just other side. That's the only one we're going to be playing. But yes, this is the main room for me. This is why I built this area, and I love it. And I hope you guys like how it came out. But let's go ahead, head up to the final floor, the big tree floor, and just see what we did up there. This is more overgrown now. I put in more planters with plants. I put in some more bushes. I got more greenery and foliage all over the place. Our overhang, you see, we have more stuff in it now. It used to be pretty plain. In the last video, there was a bit of a moat where there was no moss along the edge, and I filled that in, and it definitely looks better to me. It really came together. The tree here, I've been bulking out and detailing, and also have a lot of leaves hanging in from the outside and a whole bunch of different stuff. And then over here, I put in a little bit of a fountain. Had an empty wall and not a whole lot of space to do anything too creative here, so I thought fountain. And what better way to deliver water here than a magical conduit? Because they just spew water out of them. You guys knew that, right? Of course you did. So there it is. Despite losing a couple days this week, I've still made a ton of progress. I've done a lot more terraforming of the area around. I've got a lot to show you with the area around me. It's not ready to be seen yet, so that'll be in a future episode. But the whole larger island that's behind me, the giant island, I've actually terraformed the whole thing now and made it volcanic in nature, and I even tossed a little volcano in on top of it. But like I said, that's coming next time. So from Fantasy Elven Island and ZetaCraft, take care everybody, and we will see you next time.
You ain't failing if you're trying, and ooh, gotta believe the future's brighter. You owe it to yourself to do what only brings you joy. So shut up all that noise, yep, shut up all that noise. Hey, just chill, I got all the time to kill. Yeah, I got good vibes, good vibes. I'm too blessed to give in to any stress. It's only good vibes, good vibes.